Hello, everybody. I'm Andrea Balestra, founder of DALI Therapeutics. We build digital therapeutics to help people prevent and manage chronic disease, starting from diabetes. My day today started very early. I had a quicker breakfast than usual, took the 6 a.m. train from Turin, and I was forced to sit for a few hours during the journey. These are all details that don't change almost anything for most people. However, for me, living with type 1 diabetes, it means having to rethink all my daily plan, my carbo intake, my insulin therapy, my blood sugar levels. And that's not all, because I still don't know what I'll be eating for lunch. And this presentation, I admit, it makes me a little nervous. So all these factors combined makes today's management even more complex. But diabetes is not an isolated case. It is the paradigm for all chronic conditions. Yet in real life, no one wakes up thinking about treatment adherence. We wake up thinking about living, about achieving our goals, such as raising a family, doing our job well, running a marathon. So diabetes and metabolic diseases are a silent pandemic. Nowadays, 1.5 billion people is living with diabetes or prediabetes, and the numbers continue to grow. So whether it's an insulin-dependent person or a type 2 diabetes patient on metformin or someone dealing with obesity and GLP-1, the daily management of a chronic condition rests on several pillars. So tailoring the drug therapy to the individual, managing nutrition and physical activity in a functional way, having an impeccable clinical condition. So why this? Because 95% of the time does not take place in the doctor's office. It takes place outside, living your life when you are at home, at school, or in the workplace, during meals. So all situation where you are alone, and in the logistics of everyday life amid the unexpected. So up to 4 hours of micro decision per day. And despite all the progress, despite all the technologies, 50% of people fail to follow their therapy correctly. And this results in dramatic consequences: burnout, complication, cost for the healthcare service, but also 15 years of lifetime reduction of expectancy. So this is where we want to intervene. Diabetes is our starting point, but the same logic applies to all chronic conditions. So DALI is our answer to this daily complexity. It is a single AI-powered mobile app that turns the 4 pillars, therapy, education, nutrition, and physical activity, into simple, personalized, and practical action. DALI has been co-designed with patients and clinicians, and it is certified under the EU MDR framework, following all the GDPR and ISO standards. So far, we have been collecting more than 10K unique data points that are fueling our engine, which becomes day by day more accurate and with clinical value. Our class 1 medical device for prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, and obesity will be launched on the market by end of this year, while we have some advanced features that are currently going under clinical investigation here in Florence at Careggi Hospital with the collaboration of Dr. Monami. And this will probably result in a class 2A medical device. But let's see how it works. Basically, DALI takes in input all the available data, whether they are entered manually or they are coming from sensor, wearables, or health apps. Then our IP-protected AI model enters in place. So there are some predictive algorithms and some clinical rules that turns complexity into simple action. The result is a daily plan of simple suggestion, reminder, nutrients estimation, meal suggestion, and so on. So the routine adapts over time, and clinical effectiveness and adherence improve day by day. And the doctor with DALI Pro can receive clear follow-ups. So as we said, the numbers are continue to grow, not only at a global level, but also in Italy and in Europe, where the MDR applies. And among the top 10 companies that are working on this topic, we consider DALI as an AI native solution that has been co-designed and co-marketed with the community, compliant with regulatory, capable to scale from metabolic diseases to the management of all chronic conditions. Our growth engine model starts from people. Through screenings, usability workshop, training camps, events, we have already met thousands of people and hundreds of clinicians. These are not just marketing events. It is a moment where we place ourselves out there, we gather feedback, and we establish a relationship. It is through this direct relationship that we are building a real solution created with and for people. In the digital era, the community remains central. So we want to create a network of ambassadors and micro-influencers that are capable to amplify our message in an authentic way. Here we have a unique asset, Anna, our co-founder, athletes of the national team and activist for diabetes duties, is something that is helping us to promote our vision and our mission. Alongside this, there are established partnerships with the Patient National Association that are committed to involve clinics, hospitals, and pharmacies. So it is not an idea to be validated. It is already an ongoing ecosystem with people, partners, and trust on the field ready to scale. We want to enter the market with a B2C freemium model plus upgrades at €10 month. This approach helps us to validate the market, generate recurring revenues, and most of all, collect data that fuel our engine. The most important asset is the data. So every daily interaction that is solving a problem for a person becomes also the way to generate a unique asset for the next gen therapy. So the digital infrastructure that we want to market with a B2B data brokerage with pharma, food, and other companies of the research industries. So here you can find the team together with me, with previous experience in the digital medical sector, and Anna, which is our voice to the market. There is also Simone Cutraro that is responsible for the clinical area and the scientific rigor. Then also Emanuele that is responsible for the business and the commercial side. We are already working since 2 years with AILD, Associazione Italiana Lions Diabete, and at the beginning of the year we signed an MOU also with Fund, almost known in our market, and they decided also to participate to our crowdfunding. At the beginning of the year, also Jacosoft, a software house, invested in DALI, and so now we are working on the infrastructure together in order to allow a scalable solution and an AI-driven solution. Here there is the fundraising strategy. At the moment we have a pre-seed ongoing, which is coupled by regional funds that we have won in Piemonte region. This is a bridge to bring us to the first qualified event, which will be the seed in 2026. Alongside this period, we are marketing the class 1 and investing in the clinical investigation and certification of the class 2A products. From the Series A on, we will work on the European expansion and the marketization of our product portfolio in at least 2 other countries of Europe. I'm here to answer to your question. Thanks for your attention.